first, I was just in shock. Wow, there's really no roof.
Massive tornado damage at the Irving Police Department's Family Advocacy Center prompts shock and big questions.
I think right now there's more questions than answers.
So if you look up now, you'll start seeing hints of blue. This is where the roof was actually lifted and removed and set down across the canal.
With no roof, rainwater spread throughout the building.
It was a very bad situation. It was raining in here, essentially.
Residue on the walls shows that it reached several inches in some places. Crews with Blackman Mooring are removing wet sheetrock on both floors, and there is still a lot to take out. This infrared camera shows moisture as blue.
You can see that blue is wet in comparison to the rest of the drywall. And what we're trying to do is just open that up and release some of that moisture.
The full extent of the damage can be tough to fathom, especially when you see these before and after comparisons, and take into account the unique and sensitive mission of the FAC.
The Irving Family Advocacy Center provides direct services primarily for victims of violent crime in the Irving community. We have investigators in-house that handle domestic violence and child abuse cases, some of our most critical cases that we work in the city of Irving.
Obviously, none of that work can happen in this building, so for now,
this used to be a gym.
a team of child abuse investigators moved into this space and are doing their work on folding tables.
We have 2 of our victim services staff are officing in here right now.
Employees are spread across the Criminal Justice Center on O'Connor,
This is one of our other victim services staff.
working in any available space.
You weren't exaggerating. All over the building.
All over the building.
And there are still things to figure out. The Family Advocacy Center was specially equipped for sensitive interviews with investigators, and counselors can only provide sessions in HIPAA-compliant facilities.
And that's the challenge, is finding a space that we could have private, confidential therapy services available to them.
Some people are still getting counseling through telehealth services, but it's not for everyone.
Certainly when we're working with children and child victims, those services don't really work well via telehealth. And if we're working with a domestic violence victim who's still in an abusive relationship, telehealth may be a safety concern.
On the upside, the facility dogs from Canine Companions who work with victims are just fine. Here's Jetta at home with a staff member's family, and Ritter is chilling in the police records division.
Now, is he going to miss the interaction with the kids that he was working with?
Absolutely. You know, he loves his job. I know he's aware something has changed.
Even amid the change of routine and all of the destruction, the Family Advocacy Center team is finding what to be thankful for.
The tornado hit about 30 minutes before staff started showing up, and so nobody was in the building, nobody was hurt, we had no injuries, and that is a true blessing.
That's good. Starting to dry out.
Now, with confidential documents already removed, crews are taking a careful inventory of all that's left and looking at the next steps.
We still don't know yet if there's any structural damage to it. Once we complete all our demo, we have our engineer come back through and reassess.
No one can say for sure exactly how long the building will be closed, but it will be months.
And this room actually shifted.
There is a lot of work ahead for these Blackman Mooring crews and for the staff at the Irving Family Advocacy Center, all committed to staying on mission.
We're going to figure out every way we can to serve clients, supporting one another in the process.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.